Hers is a
हेलो
story
दोस्तों,
of
वेलकम टू
age
माय
not
यूट्यूब
being a
चैनल।
barrier but
इंडिया
just a
और
number.
बांग्लादेश
Really
के
wish them
बीच
well.
होने जा रहा है
Speaking
बहुत
of
बड़ा
debutants, we also
संगम
have one for
मुकाबला।
Bangladesh. Habiba Islam Pinky, the name here. She is the youngest. Two for India, two debutants on show. We're going to have a match here on the show.
Want to iron out those creases in
इंडिया
the
ने
batting
टॉस
department
किया
ahead of the
तो
World Cup. And the
बल्ला
same applies to
इंडिया की
Bangladesh,
बारी
whose strength, mind
आई।
you, has been their bowling.
And I think it would be a very good
अब
chance, a
खेलने
very
के
good
लिए सब
opportunity
लोग
for
रेडी
India to test out
होने
the
के लिए जा
batting,
रहे हैं अपनी अपनी
especially
जगह
in
पर।
such conditions where
इंडिया
there
के
might be
दो
some moisture
बल्लेबाज
on the
भी
wicket, and
आ
if
गए
Bangladesh can
अपने
bowl well,
फील्ड पर।
the Indians would be facing some sort of challenge, especially in the first few overs. But of Alisa Healy and Beth Mooney, these two
In that partnership and taking home the player of the match honors. She's
अब आते हैं,
reprised
बैटिंग को
that
सही कर रहा है।
former role of acknowledge her father's role in that post-match presentation against Bangladesh so far. Doesn't have a half century
बांग्लादेश
against
के
them. Could this
तरफ
be
से
the
बॉल
day?
करने के लिए
Shafali
जा
Verma
रहा
on
है और
strike for
इंडिया
the
के
first ball of the match.
बल्लेबाज
In
ने
comes
पूरे
Marufa.
तैयार होके एक बार फिर से मार दिया
In swing right away.
ट्राइवल,
And Shafali
वो चौका मार दिया।
space.
4 रन
Nice
के लिए,
fielded though with the first
सॉरी
runs for India.
4 रन नहीं ले पाए, इस बार 2 रन हुआ।
A single to get off the mark for Shafali.
Gordon as Marufa charges in.
फिर से एक बार चौका की तरफ जा रहा है, लेकिन
Again, a
गेंद
nice
को
sound
पकड़
from the
लिया।
bat.
इस बार एक
Both the
रन
batters
भी
will
नहीं
be
मिला।
very confident to get. Outside
क्या
off
बात है,
in
इस
the
बार चौका
air,
जान
straight to the fielder,
पर
Ritu Moni.
एक विकेट खो दिया है
Brilliant
इंडिया
start
के
to the
लोगों ने।
over. Shafali Verma has to go.
Tried to free her arms but found Ritu Moni, who took a worldie of a catch to dismiss her in the previous game as well. And here
पहला बॉल में
too, it
चौका मार
is
दिया।
the veteran Bangladeshi all-rounder who makes sure that Shafali Verma can only get 2 runs to her name in this 4th T20I. A superb start from Sharifa Khatun. Didn't middle it.
इस बार चौका
Shafali
की
Verma, as a
तरफ जा
result,
रहा
had
है।
to pay the
इस
price.
बार भी
Nice
कैच
and
ले
cupped
लिया।
hands from Ritu Moni. The Bangladeshi players are ecstatic.
They'll have to be Shafali Verma. This time, loud
That be out हो
appeal.
गया।
The loud
तीन
appeal
विकेट खो
is
चुका है।
denied. The umpire unmoved
एक
on this
ओवर में
occasion.
3 विकेट।
The infield had their vocal cords flexing.
एक
That's
बार गेंद
smashed
हवा में
over the
उछलते
top.
हुए जा रहा है। इस बार
Clears the
चौका
infield.
की
The first
तरफ।
boundary for
एक
India.
बार इस बार
Up
4
and
रन मिला।
over from Dayalan Hemalatha. And after shaking off that rust, the pressure mounted on her by Sharifa
4
Khatun.
runs।
She frees herself up.
एक बार फिर से एक बार
with superb
चौका मार दिया। इस बार भी
straight
4
four.
रन के लिए जा रहे हैं। गेंद को रोकने की बहुत कोशिश किया, एक बार और चौका मार दिया। फिर से
Has worked on her range hitting.
इस बार भी 4 रन मिला।
Brought out the big strokes for her
क्या
WPL
बात है,
side
इंडिया की
Gujarat.
तरफ
She
से
had a
बहुत
good
अच्छे से
outing in the
खेल रहा
last
है।
match.
चौका ही चौका मारते जा रहा है। इस बार भी
Easily
चौका 4 रन के लिए।
Picked on for another
सीट
single.
गेंद पकड़ लिया। इस
So
बार
she's
2
easing
रन
into
ले
the
पाया।
innings. We've seen that kind of sedate start from her in the previous matches as well. On the other end,
चौका इस बार भी जा रहा है।
Well,
चौका 4 रन
as
के लिए
well.
इस बार चौका चला गया।
they go for a second, decide against it.
2 ओवर में
Habiba Islam Pinky.
4 विकेट खो चुका है।
Steps out
फिर
this
से एक बार
time.
चौका मार दिया। इस बार
Signs
गेंद
of
को पकड़ लिया।
aggression there,
सिर्फ
gets a
एक
quick
ही रन
single
ले
again.
पाया।
Good strike rotation.
Still pretty cautious. Steps out this
क्या
time.
बात है, चौका ही
Beats the
चौका मारते
infield.
जा
The
रहा
ball
है इंडिया
races
के
off for another
बल्लेबाज
boundary.
ने।
The
इस बार
first
4
for
रन।
Smriti Mandhana.
Stylishly slalomed down the track and pierced the gap with power and precision. Trademark Smriti Mandhana on display.
फिर से एक बार
Thankfully
चौका
for
मार
India
दिया।
and
इस पर
herself.
भी 4 रन के लिए।
Goes for the big shot
क्या
again.
बात है, चौका ही
Lunges
चौका
forward,
मारते जा रहा है। इस बार भी 4 रन
evaded
मिला।
the diving fielder at cover. T20 World Cup.
Steps out.
इस बार गेंद हवा में
Hits it
उछलती हुए जा
high
रहा है। इस बार भी
and
रन
handsome. Beats the
Six.
fielder. The first 6 of the match
छह
from
रन।
Himalata.
Great extension of her arms. Sashayed down the pitch and middled it handsomely of the off spinner.
एक बार भी गेंद हवा में उछलते हुए जा रहा है, इस बार भी 6
Excellent
रन के
work
लिए।
from Dalan Hemalatha, taking the
फिर से एक बार
attack
चौका
to
मार
the
दिया।
wicket taker in this over.
नहीं, इस बार
And will clear
6
the
रन
infield.
मिला।
A 6 followed by a
छक्का
4.
मारने वाले।
10 runs of the last 2 balls. And after 4 overs,
इंडिया का
India
टोटल रन
raised to
29।
29 for 1 thanks to those 2 big shots from Hemalatha.
4 ओवर 29 रन।
Exquisite timing
क्या बात, इस बार भी
again.
गेंद हवा में उछलते हुए
from
जा
the
रहा है।
player
4
from
रन के
Tamil
लिए
Nadu.
इस बार भी 4 रन मिल गया।
Lunged forward
चौका।
and made sure the ball had
फिर
enough
से एक बार चौका
elevation
मार दिया। गेंद
clear
हवा
the
में
infield.
उछलते हुए जा रहा है, इस बार भी 4 रन
that
मिल
should
गया।
give her some confidence.
Of the innings, it's a good looking stroke as well.
इस बार
Using the
6 रन मिला।
feet,
छक्का
getting
मारने
onto
वाला।
the pitch. Maruf Akhtar comes in,
क्या बात है, इस बार
She
गेंद
bowled the
पकड़
first
लिया, इस
over
बार
with
एक
the
ही
new
रन ले
ball.
पाए।
got replaced by Habiba Islam Pinky from the media end.
They got a partnership of 91 now, dancing down the wicket,
इस बार भी
bisecting
गेंद हवा में
between
उछलते हुए
two,
जा रहा है,
taking
इस
the
बार
aerial route. It's a
6
sixer.
रन मिला।
What a shot it was!
4 ओवर 3 बॉल
Second
में
6 of the innings for
टोटल
Hemalatha.
रन
She's having a
36।
good time.
एक बार
She's a
फिर
powerful
से
cricketer.
6 मार
Good
दिया
use of the
छक्का
feet.
के लिए।
And picked up the spot really well.
क्या बात है,
Smashed her
गेंद को
second six.
मारते हुए जा रहा है, इस बार
As
भी
we inch
4 रन के
closer
लिए
to the
जा रहा है।
close of the power
चौका
play.
की तरफ रुकने की बहुत कोशिश
Time for a
किया,
change
फिर
in
भी
commentary
4 रन
now.
मिल गया।
Shefali Verma. Nigar Sultana Jyoti standing up. Huge appeal and given it. Brilliantly bowled by Marufa. Shaping into the right-hander. Was plumb in
4
front.
ओवर 4 बॉल में
Yes, she got the
36
lateral
रन।
movement on the
2
occasion,
wicket
shaping the ball
हो
back
गया।
in towards the right-hander.
इंडिया के
There was a little bit foot movement by
बल्लेबाज ने।
Hemalatha on that occasion. She missed that. It was an excellent stuff by Marufa Akhtar. Look at the braced front leg of Marufa.
फिर से एक बार
Pitched
चौका
it
मार
up,
दिया, चौका
shaping
की
in
तरफ
towards
जा
the
रहा है, इस बार
right-hander.
आउट हो गया।
Umpire Rajan, she replied the question with moving his finger up. Second wicket gone down for Team India, 36 for 2. On.
Going back to India's campaign, they have already sealed the series. Nicely.
इस बार चौका मार दिया, इस चौका के लिए जा रहा है, इस बार 4 रन मिला।
Brilliantly bowled but missed everyone. Will reach the fence for 4. Marufa won't mind though. She managed to beat Mandhana. End of the over. India 41 for 2.
क्या बात है, इस बार भी 4 रन मिला चौका के लिए। फिर
Yeah,
से एक बार
nicely bowled.
गेंद को मार दिया, गेंद
Hardly
हवा में
giving
चलते हुए जा रहा है,
anything to the
गेंद को
batter.
रोकने की बहुत कोशिश की, रोक भी लिया, इस बार 2 रन ले पाया।
Harmanpreet will still get a single. Sami just played that late using the pace of the bowler and gets the boundary towards fine leg. Clever, very clever from skipper Harmanpreet Kaur.
This is where experience comes from. Harmanpreet Kaur, just a back and across movement, just a tickle of the bat on that occasion. There was a vacant place in the deep fine leg region. Just watching the action replay, just a back and across movement, angling the
वह
bat
क्या स्टाइल
towards
में मारा, इस बार
fine leg,
4 रन
pointing
मिला।
towards fine leg, just helped it on the way. The bowler pitched the ball
फिर
up
से एक बार
on that
चौका मार दिया, इस बार भी
occasion.
4 रन
Harman
मिला।
assessed it very well. At the end,
बहुत
resulted for a
तेजी से
Last
अच्छे से
ball of
खेल
the
रहा है, इस
over.
बार चौका मार दिया, गेंद हवा में
Flicks away
चलती
on the
हुई जा
onside.
रहा
It
है, इस
was
बार
in the air for a
गेंद
while.
को रोकने की बहुत
Sloppy
कोशिश की,
Preeti
फिर नहीं रोक
Mandhana.
पाया, इस बार 4
They
रन
will
मिला।
take their chances now, Indian batters.
That's good bowling by Nahida. Not
Fielding at the deep by Ritu Moni.
5
for a
ओवर
boundary.
5 बॉल में 52
Habiba
रन
is
बने,
not
2
happy.
विकेट
But Preeti
गिर
Mandhana will
गया
take it.
इंडिया के बल्लेबाज ने।
and the slippery outfield has already started doing the trick on that occasion. After 6, it's 52 for 2.
फिर से एक बार चौका
It
मार
was
दिया,
banged
गेंद
in
हवा
short
में
by the pace
उछलते हुए
bowler,
जा रहा है, रोकने
whipped
की
away
बहुत
towards
कोशिश
deep
की,
square
नहीं
leg
रोक सके, इस
region.
बार 4 रन मिला फिर से।
A slight movement in the outfield that confused the fielder on that occasion.
फिर से एक बार
Slot
मार
in the
दिया,
air.
गेंद हवा में उछलते हुए जा
Just
रहा है,
fall
इस बार
short of the
रोकने की
fielder.
बहुत कोशिश की, फिर
In
भी
the
नहीं रोक
deep,
पाया, इस बार भी
lucky.
सॉरी
Not giving
इस
the
बार 2 रन ले
opportunity for
पाया,
the batters to
गेंद
predict
रोक
the
लिया।
length on that occasion, pitching it up, forcing the
गेंद हवा
batter
में
to come forward,
उछलते हुए
taking the
जा
aerial
रहा
route.
है, इस बार रोकने की
And as
कोशिश
we
बहुत
mentioned, the
की,
outfield
लेकिन
has
नहीं,
started doing the trick.
इस बार रोक लिया।
Quite sloppy by Mandhana.
Flighted delivery, played that late using the pace of the bowler.
एक ही
The
रन ले पाया,
outfield,
गेंद को रोकने
not
की कोशिश
as
की,
quick
गेंद रोक भी
after
लिया।
the rain
क्या
break.
बात है, अच्छे से फील्डिंग कर रहा है।
Good work in the deep by fielder Chilik. But the intentions are there.
Flighted into the middle stump.
फिर से एक बार
Taps
चौका
it
की तरफ जा
into
रहा है,
the
नहीं
mid-wicket
एक
region
बार
for
एक
a
ही रन ले
single.
पाया।
Comes down the track and is cleaned up
Sit.
by
Out
the
हो
leg
गया।
spinner. She strikes in her opening over. Mandhara
7
wanted
over,
to
2
take the
ball में
attack to the new bowler,
60 रन बना पाया
but instead
इंडिया
loses her
के
wicket.
बल्लेबाजों
A
ने।
big breakthrough here for the home team.
That was flighted, enticed Mandhana to come out. Her dancing feet were on, but just look at the kind of turn that it got. There was extra turn, just enough to hit the leg stump. So the innings of 22 is gone. Just look at the jubilation here. But Mandhana departs for 22, not before surpassing Sophie Devine and becoming the 5th highest run scorer.
एक बार फिर
Nicely
से
cut,
चौका
finds
मार
the
दिया 4 रन
gap,
के लिए।
evades the fielder for a boundary. Richa off and running. She's been in good form recently. We've seen her in the first T20I play a handy knock.
Well, she started off from where she had left off in the previous game, had finished off the chase with a
क्या
4
बात है, फिर से एक
exactly
बार
in that
चौका
region.
मार दिया,
And here too,
4
it's a
रन
cut
के लिए इस बार गेंद भी
with which she gets off the mark
रोकने
and
की कोशिश
gets
की,
a
नहीं
boundary.
रोक पाया, 4 रन
to
मिला
her
इस बार भी।
We've seen 7 boundaries and 2 sixes as
क्या बात
well.
है, फिर से चौका की तरफ जा रहा है, इस बार भी 4 रन
Rabia
मिला।
bowling well, very impressive. She's rising up the ranks pretty quickly in the bowlers rankings as well.
Tossed it up nicely.
फिर से एक बार
Taps
चौका
it to
मार
the
दिया, 4
fielder
रन के
at
लिए
mid-off.
रोकने की बहुत कोशिश की, इस
Misfield
बार
there,
रोक लिया, इस बार
and
2 रन
Harmanpreet
मिला।
will scamper across
चौका रोक लिया।
for a single.
That was a nicely driven shot. Yes, fielder could have done better.
रोकने की कोशिश की, दूसरा ने रोक लिया, इस बार
Oh,
भी
tries
4
to
रन
cut.
के
There
लिए
is an
इसका
appeal
out हो गया।
from Nigar Sultana Jyoti. Had to reach for the delivery.
It's been entertaining all around. Single there
7 ओवर,
gives
4
strike
बॉल
to
में
the skipper
65 रन
Harmanpreet
बना
Kaur.
Free from leg spinner Rabia. Umpire Shatira Jakir Jesse looks least interested. Did not entertain that whatsoever.
पाया। ज्योति ने
Wide
बॉल
outside
फिर
off.
से मार दिया,
Enticed Ghosh to go for the cut once again.
गेंद
No
को
connection
रोक लिया,
whatsoever
बल्ला में
between bat and ball.
टच नहीं हुआ।
End of the 8th over. Pulls
एक बार
away
फिर से मार दिया,
into
चौका की
the
तरफ
leg
जा रहा है,
side.
4 रन
Not
मिल
much
जाएगा,
power in
शायद
that.
नहीं रोक लिया, इस बार 2
Just
रन ले
helped
पाया।
it along its way. We've not seen the big shots from the India captain so far. There was a scoop.
She found the gap properly. It was a flat hit. Was confidently. It looks good. Close to 8 per over. That was an.
At all. Tried to go over the covers, but instead finds an edge that trickles into the leg side. Tries to muscle it over the umpire's head. It's straight enough to go all the way to the boundary. Bisects the fielder at long off and long on. There it is. Richa Ghosh breaking the shackles. Here comes the first boundary. After a while, a nice lunge forward, and off it went for a 4.
4 रन चौका मार दिया।
Flatted it up. Rabia enticed her to play the big shot. This
क्या बात है,
time,
फिर से
Richa Ghosh
मार
on
दिया, एक
strike.
बार गेंद हवा में उछलते हुए
Goes
जा
for
रहा
the
है,
big
चौका की
shot,
तरफ।
but doesn't time it.
under edge,
गेंद को रोक
past
लिया,
the
इस बार भी
keeper.
2 रन ले पाए।
Should go to the boundary, and it does.
Fortuitous for Harmanpreet. A thick edge
इंडिया का
for the India captain. No slip in place. And India reaps the benefit of that lack of fielders in the slip cordon.
एक बार फिर
Tried to
से
cut it
मार
again
दिया,
with that
चौका
big
पीछे
backswing
की
of
तरफ
hers.
से, इस बार 4 रन
Can be
के
quite
लिए।
daunting, that backswing alone.
इस बार भी 4 रन मिला।
The boundaries are coming in thick and fast.
फिर से एक बार
For
चौका मार दिया,
India,
इस बार चौका जाने से नहीं रोक सकता, गेंद को रोकने की बहुत कोशिश की, फिर भी
There
4
is
रन।
a backward point in play.
Target, it seems.
10 ओवर,
Richa Ghosh throws her
4
hands
बॉल
at
में
it
87
and
रन
again
बनाए।
goes.
Yeah, if you saw the batter is very ready to
क्या बात है, गेंद
go
हवा में
back,
चलते
but you
हुए
have to
जा
be
रहा है इस बार।
smart in this time.
Over
लग
the
रहा है
infield.
चौका इस बार भी
They will
4
pick
रन
up
मिला।
another boundary. Will India? Ghosh has got that smile on her face, the one you see when you know that you've
इंडिया का टोटल रन
executed your
95।
plan immaculately. Was bowled full,
क्या बात
but
है,
she
फिर से एक बार
sliced it
चौका मार दिया
nicely to get that boundary.
स्टाइल से।
I mean, just look at the ball. It was a very good delivery, and the way she made use of it opened the face of the bat just at the right moment.
Now Rabia Khan into her third over.
फिर से एक बार चौका
Tried to
मार
clear
दिया
the
4
infield
रन
on the
के लिए।
occasion. Long chase for the fielder, but the ball is going to win the race on that occasion. Welcome boundary. Is concerned, I think the field setup must be accurate. Shumona?
Yeah, of course, field setup is very important this time. If you saw Rabia's fielding setup here, square leg, deep mid wicket, mid long on, and cover is out. She have to bowl according to the fielder.
Toss it up once again, taking the aerial route, clears long on that occasion. It's a sixer. As we were mentioning that she has the good reputation to hit the ball hard. On that occasion, it was tossed up delivery by Rabia Khan, just cleared the front leg and cleared long on. On that note, for Harmanpreet Kaur, she moves up to 24. As far as the plot,
You have to read the batsman very well. You can't put flight that much in this occasion. If you saw Rabia ball, when she bowled bit tighter length, it wasn't that easy to score her. So she need to be more.
once again tossing the ball up, whipping towards mid wicket. There is a fielder, Sharifa, picking up the single on that occasion. India moves on to 104 for 3. It's been a better batting condition since the match has restarted. Leaning onto the drive for a single on that occasion, Harmanpreet Kaur. She moves on to 30, playing her 300th international game. India moves on to 105 for 3. But somehow misconnected it. Going to her back foot whip. Once again tossing it up, taking the aerial route. Fielder is searching for the ball on that occasion, and yes! Sharif over there at long off. The ploy worked on that occasion for Rabia. But isn't it too late?
I don't think so. It's too late. I think she's bravo this time. She didn't hesitate to put the flights on, and she had the fielder over there. I'm gonna say very smart bowling by Rabia. She didn't get scared after hitting 1-6 by Richa Ghosh.
On that occasion, she was not playing against the turn. She was playing for the turn. Richa Ghosh putting it away towards deep square leg. On that occasion, Dilara Akhtar, the pick up the single. It's 105 for 4.
Yeah, little bit of the shot, but
Being the wicket corridor. Now tossed it up, manufactured, clears in field, I think. Yes, raises away towards the boundary. There was no sweeper on that occasion. It was well manufactured. She tossed it up within the stump corridor. Harmanpreet Kaur, she made the room on that occasion. Just look at the feet movement, going back and across, made the room. It was a tossed up delivery within the stump corridor. Very well manufactured. They have managed to pick up a single. Well picked by Jalik over fine leg region into the inner circle arena. India has managed to score 111 for 4. It was a bit tossed up and in the wider line. Not that much deviation by Nahida Akhtar. She tried to slash the ball towards cover on that occasion, underage.
as a experienced bowler, inside the and Ritumoni, Pinky chasing 2
Pinky on
runs.
that occasion, exactly. It was a long chase for the fielder, but the ball had not enough legs to raise away towards the boundary. Couple of runs to finish the over after 13 hits. 100 and
Harmanpreet, no, I think she's gone. It's a good throw from the deep by the fielder and nicely taken.
And very interesting field setup.
inside edge on that occasion, missed. Get past the wicket keep 14 for 4.
Just 43 deliveries. Again, nicely struck. Marufa does well to get a hand on that one.
Straight away with a hard length, Marufa Akhtar on that occasion, not giving too much room, forcing the batter to play straight. Just look at the seam representation by Maruf Akhtar. She has got the natural in-swinger for the...
Again pulled away, but nicely bowled. Looking for the second. Good running between the wicket as well by skipper Nigar Sultana Jyoti. The umpires will go upstairs, but I think she's struggling.
Definitely the mix-up happened during they took the first run. There was a confusion. Nigar Sultana Jyoti grabbed the ball well. After that,
Behind the crease. So from that frame, it looked close and given.
Harmanpreet Kaur tried to save the wicket by a diving effort. Outside edge, carried away, gets past the fielder on that occasion, raises away towards the boundary. That's good bowling by Maruf Akhtar, but on that occasion, the batter being lucky. Got the outside edge, got the room on that occasion, but the ball was shaping in towards the right-hander. She slashed it hard. In cricket, there is a term called if you slash it hard, you can even get the results by outside edge. Coming up. Taking the aerial route, cannot clear the boundary. Rabia Khan was there, searching for the ball, and last ball cost a wicket for Team India.
She bowled brilliantly, Marufa, in the final over. It was a very good over indeed from the right-arm seamer. Pooja Vastrakar had to go on that occasion. Looked a good-looking shot, but couldn't connect enough. Bangladesh will require 125 runs to win, courtesy of the DLS method. India to clear the boundary, and a safe catch taken in the end. But it's a very good total in the end for India. They've managed to post 122 for 6 after 14 overs. After the rain stopped the play, they came back with a positive frame of mind, looking for those quick runs.
But at the end, they have managed to pick up 51 runs in the last 5 overs. The condition has got better after the match resumed. Just look at the scorecard. Shefali Verma got out by a couple of runs. After that, Smriti Mandhana, she struggled a bit. She also had hit a couple of sixes.
Posting 122, but Bangladesh will require 125 runs to win in 14 overs.
And also the revised playing condition says 3 bowlers can bowl maximum number of 4 overs.
She's new to this format, but she knows what to do. I mean, we've seen it in a few matches, glimpses of her brilliance. She made a well-made 27 against Australia during that 5-match, during the peak, and she scored her highest individual score against India.
Is concerned.
Both of them had good knocks in this series itself. Dilara's 39 carried her bat through the innings in the third T20I, but was unfortunate not to get a 50. So Bangladesh need a good and very quick start, Sami.
Banged in short straight away, got the freebie on that occasion. But Dilara was a bit confused on that occasion that whether she should go for the charge or not. Now got the charge. Taking the aerial route on that occasion. It was just a fingertip away from the cover fielder to get caught on, but raises away towards the boundary. She is off the mark, mentioning, I'm not going to wait.
Trademark.
Purpose, I must correct myself regarding the revised playing condition. 4 bowlers can bowl maximum number of 3 overs as far as the revised playing condition.
Dilara on that occasion loves to play over the top, cleared the infield with ease, and the ball was there to be hit. To be honest, Tita Sadhu playing her first game in this series, replacing Renuka. The first over is an important one for both sides. She still has to use the new ball.
Now whip the ball away towards deep square leg region. There is a protection. Pooja Vastrakar over there. Picking up the single. End of the over. It's 7 for no loss Bangladesh.
Pulled away. Finds the gap. The boundary, a welcome one for Dilara and for Bangladesh.
She was waiting for that kind of deliveries. Dilara Akhtar just placed that ball towards fine leg on that occasion. Going to her back. Rotate her waist on that occasion. Just guided it towards the deep fine leg region. There is a vacant place there in deep. Pooja Vastrakar, as we mentioned, she has the reputation.
High in the air, someone has to be underneath, straight to the fielder's throat, drops it. There was a run-out situation as well. My goodness, comedy of errors there. The batters survive, Bangladesh surviving a big scare. It was Dilara on that occasion. So after 3, Bangladesh struggling a bit on 17 for no loss, and time.
Mushida coming down the track trying to cut loose. She was under a bit of pressure in the previous over, and once
For a change in the com box. Mazharuddin Ami and Annesha Ghosh joining us soon.
It was up in the air for a long time. And it's a moment she would want to forget. A drop chance. And then Harmanpreet, as far as India are concerned,
comes down the track. There's a huge appeal for caught behind and given. There was a bit of turn again, trying to take the aerial route and pays the price. And that's the maiden wicket for Deepti in international cricket.
Deepti has been a
Beg your pardon.
long-time servant for Indian cricket. Richa Ghosh looked to be a little slow collecting that ball and taking the bails off. But Deepti Sharma insisted that there was a bit of a nick behind the stumps. Eventually, the decision was given in the favor of the bowler. Moshida Khatun, the left-handed opener, has to depart herself. Carted along the carpet by the left-handed Rubaya. Evaded the diving fielder Shefali Verma and Harmanpreet Kaur. Immaculate placement there. A welcome boundary for the home team, who are chasing a tall target. They've lost the series.
Indian debutant in India women's team. Swept away nicely. Good work in the deep by Deepti. They will get a couple. Nicely driven. Gets the gap and finds the boundary. A welcome boundary indeed for Bangladesh after a while.
Packing old used milk packets into newspapers using rubber bands and playing with the boys in the neighborhood. And here she is, donning the national colors.
Time.
Sweet part of the bat, bisecting between two fielders in field. Long chase by the fielder. Picking up couple of runs on that occasion. The outfield seems quite slippery, Shumana.
It is. It was heavily rain today, and luckily we still managed to play because no rain anymore. But yeah, look at the timing. Nicely timed in between the cover and extra cover area. 2 runs, and yeah, that's a brilliant piece of fielding at the same time. She only saved 2 runs.
Her leg spin bowling journey started with
Side been an experienced campaigner for Team India, tossing it up, forcing the batter to come forward, playing towards mid-wicket for a single. She started her career as an opening batter, Deepti Sharma. She has the highest score of 188 in the ODIs.
Better all the players. You have to stay in the crease, man. Oh, it looks close, and it's given by the umpire, and it's a LBW. 1 more wicket for Deepti Sharma.
Did not anticipate the length on that occasion, Dilara Akhtar. She was very much premeditated that she's going to get those sweep shots towards deep square leg region, but she pitched it full. As I was mentioned, she is an off spinner, but she has the girts. She has the girts to bowl like a pace bowler. It was a seam-up delivery, not a traditional off spinner. It was a seam-up delivery by Deepti Sharma. Dilara Akhtar did not anticipate the length on that occasion and also the pace. Placing the ball towards deep fine leg for a single. Get off the mark, Nigar Sultana Jyoti. What's your thought on Nigar Sultana Jyoti? There is a mix-up. There is a brain fade once again. We have seen ample amount of run-outs in this series for Bangladesh. There was a mix-up. And Rubia Chilik, the length on that occasion, missed the line to asking the question, and the answer has given by the umpire. She had to depart. Third wicket gone down for Bangladesh. They are close to 40. We have finished the 8th over. Is it like a brain fade, Shumona? We have seen ample amount of times getting run outs.
Clearly miscommunication, I can say.
Yes, she placed the ball towards cover, but there was a fielder inside the inner circle area. She made the throw, but on that occasion, Rubia Chilik, she called for the run. Nigar Sultana Jyoti refused her between India and Bangladesh. Now missed. She's gone, Nigar Sultana Jyoti. Fourth wicket down for Bangladesh. Third consecutive LBW for Nigar Sultana Jyoti. She missed the line. It was a tossed-up delivery. She expected the ball shipped away from the right-hander. She cleared her front leg, planted her leg in front, but it was the wrong one. Hamid bin Pervez, welcome back once again.
Thank you very much, Sami. And what a brilliant delivery. Just look at that variation. On her debut, gets her first wicket. Asha. Asha in Bangla means hope. She is in here with a lot of hope. Pick those up through the leg side.
Try to clear. The scorecard looks quite decent for Radha Yadav. She has managed to pick up the wicket.
Excellent delivery.
The infield of the occasion, and the ball is racing away towards the boundary. Welcome boundary after a very long time by Sharna Akhtar. She moves on to 5. She had to root back to clear the infield. There is a fielder in the mid-on region. She was rooted back. It was quite premeditated by the batter.
Found the gap, which is what.
Now taking the aerial route, try to clear the infield. Shefali Verma. She was waiting for the ball. She needed extra bit of power on that occasion, Ritu Moni, to clear the infield. 5th wicket gone down. And now
They're just keeping it so tight. A little bit of turn to go with it. Goes against the turn there. Ritu Moni, an easy catch. Dolly for Shefali Verma. Hadn't had a good time with the bat today, but is contributing on the field. Rather enhances her reputation as a T20 specialist with another wicket.
Wicket. Tossed up delivery again. Top edge in the air. Richa making no mistake. Another wicket falls for Bangladesh.
India's history maker has a second international wicket to her name on international debut. What an evening is this turning out to be for Asha Shobhana. Lured the batter to play that big stroke. Richa Ghosh adds the 11th dismissal to her name on this tour. Asha would be ecstatic.
Nicely bowled. She had great control so far in the innings and invited the batter to go after her. And in the process, getting that leading edge. Things are looking really difficult now for Bangladesh. Sharna departs for 5.
Contributed a lot of her success to.
Comes down the track. Good connection. Downtown for a boundary to end the over.
Asha Shobhana, the debutante, bowls out. 2 for 18, her figures, conceding exactly at a runner ball. And she will walk away tonight with the wicket of Bangladesh captain as her maiden international strike to her name. And also,
After Bangladesh lost too many wickets up front. Again coming down the track. Gets the boundary.
a welcome boundary for the home team nonetheless. Something to smile about. There's not been much to write home about from the Bangladeshi batters in terms of their performance in this chase. Shefali Verma putting in the dive for great intent on show in the closing dying minutes of this match. Is not able to cut it off. Rabia Khan, who looks up to Mashrafe Mortaza, gets a boundary of the last ball of that Deepti Sharma innings. With that, Radha Yadav, the leading wicket taker of this 5.
But they're a quality opponent. Again goes aerial. Into the gap as well and finds the boundary.
Muscled it nice and big. Sharifa Khatun got enough in that stroke into the mid-wicket region for the ball to race away for
A welcome boundary for Bangladesh from the bat of Sharifa. They're 54 for 6.
which is out of their reach now. They are hurtling towards a fourth consecutive.
Again, short ball pulled away in the air and taken safely by Verma. Another wicket falls for Bangladesh, and India cruising along to their fourth victory in the 5-match T20 series.
Yeah, a little bit of shorter length. End of the Rabia's innings, 8 runs she scored in 8 balls.
Yep, Bangladesh's batting boost continues here in Sylhet International Cricket Stadium.